Hello everybody, and welcome to this Shriekingwizardco love letter to the Dishonored series. I'm Jenny and I'm joined by my good friends and fellow enthusiasts of The Outsider,
Hello!
and Matt.
Hello, Corvo.
I'm so excited.
So, I mean, look at this game, I love it.
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter, I mean a couple of weeks ago now, that the end of November was Dishonored 2's 5th anniversary, and 2021 is 20 years of Arkane Studios, the studio that made these amazing games, and we thought that now would be the best time for us to tell you how much we fucking love these games.
That's a lot.
So much!
They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
So I'm playing the definitive edition, the one that there was like the re-texturized textures, and like when I started playing it, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The difference was immediate. Oh,
It's
man.
such a beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Oh,
Look
it's
at
gorgeous.
the water.
Fucking
Yeah.
oh. Can we swear? I think we can swear.
Yeah, I already have. It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, you did.
There's no way that we're gonna get through this without swearing about it. This
God.
game, I mean,
It knows it's shit, doesn't it?
It's mechanically great to play. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at. The story is so good. It's so compelling.
Really
Man.
well polished.
How old is this game now? Like the first one? It's a few years old
to-
now.
10 years, I think.
Yeah.
I
Because
think
like
so, yeah.
I recently just played it. I went through it. I just sat down and I really took my time with it. And I literally went through everything. And I went through every like nook and cranny that I could find. And there was so much that I've missed. And I like every time I play it, I find something new. It's insane.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Like even playing it right
It's
now. This is my
beautiful.
recording, by
Yeah.
the way. Like immediately, I'm like, hang on a minute, I've not seen this before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
Uh,
so glad, Matt, that you're actually like walking around and looking at all this stuff. It's so good.
I honestly couldn't help myself, and I thought, oh,
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't be
look
doing
at
this,
it.
but no, I had to.
No,
I didn't even know that balcony was
absolutely.
there. I was like, what?
I want to see, even the texture of the stone, right, is gorgeous. I
Yeah.
love this building.
Yeah, when
It-
they said that like it's meant to look like a moving painting,
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
They really
Like,
did.
they
all of
owned
it.
that
It's
shit.
beautiful. Look at it,
It's so
Um,
gorgeous.
man. So Matt's playing Dishonored 1, or just Dishonored, I guess.
Will you tell me about your trip,
Man.
please? Were there any whales?
Sorry, Emily's face is a bit
Yeah.
disturbing, I will say.
Were busy talking to that nasty old
I'm caught off guard now by the child.
Yeah.
So like we
Sorry.
can't swear.
Yeah.
um, yeah.
Obviously, I had to play hide and seek because it doesn't feel right not to.
Yeah.
Really, as Corvo.
I hope you steal the brandy bottle. Do you steal the brandy bottle?
You'll have to wait and see, my friend. Yeah.
Man, if you take anything away from this video, is that you should play these games.
Yeah.
You should,
Absolutely.
everybody should play them. They're beautiful.
It's got massive eat the rich sort of vibes.
Oh my
doesn't
god,
it?
doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
And I think if you're a fan of the work that we create, you can see this series in almost everything, right? Like
Yeah.
it has touched our artwork in ways that I don't think that we like. There's stuff that we're like consciously aware of that we're putting in that are nods to this game, but that I'm sure that it presents in ways that we don't recognize as well.
I think it certainly came out most in Knothole, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I'm
I
just-
mean,
I'm distracted by the way
So-
you're playing hide and seek. Sorry.
Yeah, I never know what to do. Each time I'm like, oh, shall I just let her win this time? But every time I'm like, no, I'm a sneaky bitch.
I always hide up by that gate, and she never finds me. I'm like, haha.
Yeah. Yeah, I hid here for a bit because I was expecting her to go like, Corvo, you can come out now, but I never heard it, so I was there for a while. Look at that moss on the wall, like the lichen. Damn. Just tiny bits
Man.
like that really sold this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the set pieces as well, right? Like down here on the right, you've got all of this like basically just garbage.
Yeah.
Like this wrapped up package thing, and then like these coils of wire and the
Yeah.
barricades and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you were gone
Beautiful.
most
Yeah,
of the
it kind of shows the because they start like just pinning sheets of metal on things, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Dumble Tower looks completely different by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. So Arkane really kind of gets the vibe, right?
Yeah.
They really understand the vibe. The
Stop moving, Campbell. You, Corvo, welcome back.
fucking look at him.
Sokolov's a bastard.
He's an absolute bastard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Couldn't do without him though.
No.
Playing from this
No.
Keep
I think, yeah, that's sort of the pinnacle of this game, is like it makes these characters so fucking hateable, and yeah.
I'm not so sure that painting looks
Then
The
it kind of
game-
really pushes you to think like, oh damn, do I kill this dude or do I be a good guy? Do
Yeah.
I be the different one?
The game really leaves
yeah.
you up to make your own decisions about the people that are involved in the story, which is really
Look at
great.
his face.
Yeah, if you haven't played any of these games, then you won't know that the game has a
I need the bottle to draw the Corvo.
Excellent.
um
As you should.
yeah, the game has
Bye.
a chaos system, right? So like the more like evil you do, like the more murder you do, then the worse the ending will be.
Yeah, yeah. The world's also affected by it. Like you'll see more weepers on the streets if you like do. Yeah, the world's really affected
People's reactions to you also change as well, which is great.
by.
It's so good.
God damn the ivy.
Did he say whiskeys and cigars tonight?
Yeah. I love that line. It's perfect.
It's so good.
Oh, here he is.
When Matt and I were like first like really becoming friends at university, he would come over to he would stay over my house sometimes, and like basically what that meant is he would come over and drink a lot of wine on my sofa whilst I made him pasta. And the way that we would sort of organize that is that I would get a text message from the other studio being like, whiskey and cigars tonight.
Full of surprises, as usual.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry, my internet took
Oh.
a massive dump. I have not stopped
Okay.
recording though.
Good.
Good.
Cool, cool.
Cool, cool.
Oh, Jesseline. Sweet girl.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague
Yep,
turns the city
I'm
into
back.
a rage.
Hello.
You're back.
I had to open the door and let the Wi-Fi in, apparently.
Yeah. Mother is fine.
I really like Jessamines' pantsuit.
Guards.
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
Who sent them away?
It's a good look.
Mother, look.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Oh,
my
oh,
God.
I have to see
Daoud!
him running.
There's
I have
our boy.
to look. Oh,
Man, I
that
hate this.
teleporting.
I really hate
Yeah,
it.
it's awful. Man, the first time I played this and the prompt came up that said you have to do some fighting now, I really panicked.
Yeah, so did I.
I
was like,
I
what?
was like, no.
It was so immediate, yeah.
hmm
Takes you off guard.
I'm so bad at parrying in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
You've
This
really
is
got
the
to
first
time
time
it
playing
right.
it in a while.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here,
No more. Not again.
No.
Why would they do that so immediately? Keep your guard up.
Oh, I don't like it. No.
I forgot that Emily is like right there when that happens.
Yeah, that
Mm.
sucks. Oh, how traumatic.
Yeah. The good news is that this actually kills Dowd, right?
Yeah.
like this
does,
move like
yeah.
ruins
the
Dowd's
guilt
life.
really
yeah.
eats him up.
Mm.
That's kind of what makes him such a great character.
hmm
won't you?
I can't decide if Arkane knew. Do you know what I mean? Like if they thought that. Look at this bastard. Yes, he
Yes.
killed her.
Yes. He looks like a bald eagle.
He does.
Wait, no, not
I like
bald
how
eagle. Is it?
essentially the vulture is what you're thinking.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Like.
Oh,
man.
that intro. Fit.
Mm,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Fit.
I keep saying that at the moment. It's my new saying.
Man. Yeah, I don't know if Arkane knew that Dowd would be a fan favorite when they made that DLC, but like, the Knife of Dunwall kind of really.
Yeah.
I mean, just the three of us. I want you to imagine, audience member, that you're just like seeing in the distance me, Matt, and Amy standing on a rooftop screaming "Dowd"
Dowd.
at the moon, like a bunch of
Three
fools.
Dowd moon.
Man.
Yeah.
God, you know what we should do if we do another one of these? We should do the Death of the Outsider.
Yeah.
Old Man
yeah,
Dowd.
Absolutely.
Breaks my heart every time.
Mm. God, his voice is like fucking silk and sandpaper at the same time, and I love it.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm.
Look at these bastards.
The Empress is dead.
He's got a great voice though. When my internet died, I just remembered where else he was from. He was from a KOTOR game, a Star Wars KOTOR game. He plays a
Right.
droid in that. He's got like a
Of
really like
course.
polished voice, high voice. That's it. Mm.
I'm really taking in how different their faces are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they are essentially the same man, right? Like,
yeah.
Mm.
Just
ultimately.
slightly
God.
different occupations.
It's Jeff Bezos. Sorry.
I do like how they both both of them come to Secor to be like, "Hey, bitch, we did this. This is
Yeah.
us. This is the plan."
Yeah. Stupid fucking
Man.
move.
Yeah, just a bit.
Uh,
That's a lie.
I don't know why, but my first instinct here was to look at the toilet.
The toilets
I
are
was
very
like,
gross.
Yes.
That's
Why is
disgusting.
it square?
well, sometimes they actually have like loot in them, don't they? In this game,
Yeah.
you really do have to sort of wade through the filth sometimes.
In the DLC, you find a bone charm.
Mm.
I only remember
Oh,
that because
yes.
I played it so recently.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So this includes the Voidwalker's arsenal, which I didn't know how it
Ooh.
appeared until I got to the attic room.
Right,
and when,
okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a spoiler for the end, but when you wake up, it's just scattered all around the room. There were like
Yeah.
30 fucking bone charms. Everyone was like, what?
Yeah. And there's loads of like loot as well, and you get a shit ton of money. It's a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What do you do with these
Yeah.
boys? I'm interested to see.
I really did try and keep the stealth up. I really did.
When you're on a time limit, it's difficult. Oh, I hate that when you go to fucking
Yeah.
strangle them, and then he's like, "I'm gonna block,"
It's
and
not
now
quite
everyone
there,
knows we're
yeah.
here. Oh,
I did shit
it's
my
so
pants a bit.
frustrating.
Yeah. I seem to remember the first time that I played this game. This bit, getting past those 3 guards, took me maybe an hour. Like
Yeah.
I was stood in the doorway doing that thing where you take a couple of steps forward and then you run back again. You take a couple of
Yeah.
steps forward.
Like, oh god, he's going to see me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, the weird thing about that is you can stand right there, like, and
Yeah.
look through this grate, and they won't see you. But I
No.
didn't
Yeah.
quite realise that.
Yeah, leaning
Um,
turns you invisible, apparently.
Yeah, that as well. God, that is just so good. Love whistling that, don't you?
Yeah, the usage of that to be like super creepy is
Spot on.
Tasty.
love it.
Absolutely tasty.
Did you talk to the guys in the cells?
I do eventually, once I take them all out.
I see.
Yeah. Once I take them all out for a nice meal. Yeah. I was like, ah, shit.
God, I hate the constant announcements. Like, my word. How infuriating. Imagine living with that day to day. Like, imagine, like, us day to day life having to sit here listening to a bloke announce every 5 minutes of some, like, news change. How weird.
Attention. Billy the Butcher is being taken to cell 3. Yeah.
Literally.
If that was real life, I think Amy might actually be a murderer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have driven you insane.
Like, let me live. You just hear the announcement, and then halfway through you hear a man, like, being strangled.
Towards the, I can't remember what the setup is, like what you have to do to make it happen, but towards the end of the game, there is a like an option, a scenario for the announcer to change to, oh god, I forgot her name. The lady who plays Princess Leia. What's her name? Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can, like, take him out, can't you?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it seems unreasonably cruel to kill him, so I don't think anybody ever does.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
'cause
I've
he's,
never
like, on
killed
your
him.
side, but he's just been kept hostage, basically.
Yeah.
As the announcer.
Because
Yeah.
there's the bit where you can release what's his face's recording to the public,
Yeah.
which
make
basically
him
like
play it out to the public. Yeah.
yeah. So I've never really killed the announcer. I never thought to. I didn't know that
No.
was even an
Yeah,
option.
because why would you? He's like any other PC. You can just kill him.
Yeah.
So the way that this game is sort of staged is that every there's like a series of missions, and every mission has like a final, like an assassination target, but you always have the option to not kill them.
Yeah.
There's always like story ways to be rid of them.
Yeah, there's a way to oh god, sabotage them. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-lethal.
Yeah.
Man, this game is really awful for my loot tendencies.
Yeah, I had to really pull back.
Yeah, it just eat everything. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, even when you just don't need it, it's like tin of Pratchett
Yeah,
jelly
just-
deals. Yes, please.
Sure, hell yeah, I can pick that up. I'm having it.
Yeah.
I hate it when you can't pick up the elixirs. That really frustrates me.
Yeah, I have
Uh-oh.
been known to throw myself off of a ledge to hurt myself so I could use an elixir so that I could pick it
Oh,
up.
really?
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, I've done that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I am, as they would call, a bit of a loot whore.
They just do it well.
Imagine being a guard, right? You're on duty and you turn around and there's a man crouched in a doorway, and because he runs away in a certain amount of time, you're like, meh, nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagined it. Didn't happen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know where he went after that. I was like, oh,
Hello?
okay. I think it's just after this bit where things start going a bit awry.
Okay.
Yeah, you mess up once and you just give up. You're like, fuck it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would just be saving and loading, and that's not going to make for very good viewing.
No.
Even though we could chop it up, I think it would be. I just thought it was good to get a bit of both stabbing and
Yeah, why not?
putting people to sleep.
God, the amount of times I would save when I did my recent playthrough, like literally every single time I took someone down, I was like, save it, because I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get around them.
Uh-oh, they know you're there now.
Yeah. You'd already see. He
Oh.
was like right
Oh,
there.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, hi.
Oh, he ran up there real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he's
Quite
throwing stuff at
sprinter.
you. How
Did he
violent.
just punch the...
He threw a rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rip.
There you go. Number 1.
Oh well.
It's fine.
He probably has committed atrocities in
Yeah.
his work.
Yeah,
Um,
he's probably got
they
like a
do-
power problem.
The lethality in this game is satisfying. Is not probably the word to use, but like it's done well. Like I certainly feel like I'm missing out when I don't do high chaos.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
like sometimes the fighting's like it's really good, and like if you do it like really well, you deflect people, you get some really cool finishes, and it looks
That's
great.
interesting.
But I will
There's some really
always
cool
go for
tricks
low
you
stealth,
can do.
Low chaos.
High stealth, low chaos, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting because the combat scares me so much that I am physically incapable of being seen. Like I have never been able to grasp it at all, and that's not because the game makes it hard. It's because I am allergic to any kind of open combat in a video game.
You don't like violence, really, do you?
I'm not very good at it, and I'm also not super coordinated. So the whole like the parrying and stuff is kind of difficult for me. But the duty officer's report. Oh, and these audiograph players.
Yeah, gorgeous things, aren't they?
Yeah. It's interesting to me to hear you describe the combat as something that like you really, really love, because I have never ever done it.
Yeah, I never stick to it. Like if I accidentally kill someone or like they see me, then I'm like, oh fuck it, I might as well play with the combat, and then I do that, and then I reload it. But
Get it out your system, and then you start again.
Yeah. Because it just feels really cool. It makes you feel like a badass when you get it right. But yeah, no, I don't particularly like violence, really. I think it's really boring, like, in general. Like, if it's relied on too heavily. But this game does really... It just does it really well when you can avoid it.
I don't think that I should probably clarify. I don't think I don't have a problem with like violence in video games or whatever. But like yeah, I've mechanically never been very good at it. I'm also that kind of person, like I don't want to play unless I know I'm going to win. So, like for example, in early Assassin's Creed, like the countering mechanic was so powerful that you could kill 20 men without really having to lift a finger. So, like fighting in that game, fine, cool, let's go. I know I'm going to win. But here... it's spicy.
I love being able to avoid conflict though, and Dishonored just has a really smart way of doing it.
The only time
there's always a way around.
The only time I ever killed people was it's where you're escaping the flooded district and you got to help those people out of the house.
Right. Yeah.
I subdue the 2 guards that are on the ground, but the tall boys, I just go ham on them. Like they're horrible anyway.
God.
So I'm just like, nah, let's get rid of them.
They're terrifying.
Yeah, tall boys are like anti-life, aren't they? They really are.
They really are.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I feel no guilt here. So I'm just gonna get rid of them, so then these people can escape and live, because they're gonna get blown to bits anyway. So what's the option there, really?
Yeah.
Man,
It's
the
scary.
avoiding combat thing is like I've just saw on the other guy that he has that coin pouch on his belt. That is the only thing really that entices me into risky situations, is that I cannot leave it alone. I have to have it.
And like, it turns out it's just some bullets. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't need that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can eat the rats.
There's like,
oh, so gross.
there's 3 sort of like options. Like you can kill someone, or you can knock everybody out, or you can just pickpocket them and not kill anyone and just not be seen.
Man, the difference between Dowd and Corvo is Dowd has that he has that grabbing power where he can like pick up objects from across the room, and I was really annoyed when I found out that Corvo couldn't get that power. I was like, oh, it means I have to try harder. Like, really annoying.
Yeah, this is where it gets messy.
This bit is annoying, like is so frustrating. Like this guy in here,
shit my pants here because I was like, oh god, they see me. But wait,
he's like looking directly at you
into your eyes.
Yep. Then I was like, oh hey, I can get in there, and oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, look at that. That was excellent.
Right,
nice.
the noise.
There's so many of them.
How they fly. It's so funny. Whoa. Sliced into him.
That.
Loot them all. Go nuts.
I have never even seen that before.
All in a day's work.
Massive can of whatever that was.
think it's like
What
whale
is that?
blubber or something.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah.
yummy.
The whales have this like mystical. Like they're so core to the lore, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just have like a really volatile sort of like store of blubber, which in this world is like turned into a form of burnable oil, and they
Well, it's
use
their
it to
fuel,
power like
isn't it?
shitting
Everything.
everything. Yeah.
like shitting everything.
Even their toilets. I mean,
Yeah.
Who needs
And it has
plumbing?
it has such a beautiful. It's like luminescent blue, isn't it? And it drips everywhere. It's just so satisfying. This
God,
game.
it must mean that like literally
I-
everywhere stinks. Oh.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
wondering because we've already seen like wind power being used in Sakonas, not Sakonas.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Karnaka?
Sakonas.
Yes, Karnaka. That's the one.
Karnaka is the capital of Sakonas, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they ever point towards like a shortage of whales. Like they've been whaling so long that they're starting to
I
run out.
think that's like
what happens
the
then?
point. That's the point in
Yeah,
Dishonored
they-
2, though, isn't it?
They're kind of already there at this point, right? As Corvo is escaping this prison, he is in a world that is running out of whales. Like there is a oil shortage and
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realise. I'd never seen.
Yeah,
anything
there's
that
like
points towards
announcements
that.
in it during the game being like every citizen has to hand over any whale oil in their possession, and if they don't, they can get
Really?
arrested. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
there's definitely a redistribution going on, right, between
Yeah.
the classes for sure. The rich
Yeah.
they're beginning to move to hoard the resources
Mm.
because they're running out. Like there's stuff that you can read. So like we used to be able to go out and pick up a whale every couple of days, and now we'll be out on the sea for several months, and we might get one.
Do you know what's really weird and kind of annoying? So you know how in this game later on you go to the Boyle house party, and obviously it's rich people only. It's no poor people allowed. All that sort of thing. That's actually happened in real life right now. We're in the midst of a pandemic, and the fucking rich are going nuts with their parties, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
it's so annoying, and it's like this shit should not be
Yeah.
believable nor real. Do you know what I mean?
It really is
Yeah.
echoing life. It's
Yeah.
I watched the cinematic trailer for this game before
Oh
we
no, the rats.
started. The screaming is really like
It just loops and loops until they die.
Yeah. Beth was actually watching me at this point. I was like, yeah, if you wait long enough, they'll disappear. But this actually glitched, and they didn't actually get eaten. Like if you look at the rats, they're actually like clipping. Like they will start
Yeah.
animation
Right.
again.
I think that's a definitive edition bug because it happened with me as
Gross.
well.
Yeah,
I
but
look
that's
at them
a
for a
that
while.
this is to demonstrate the mechanic that if you have killed someone and you need to hide the body, then you can feed it to the rats, and the rats will
Yeah.
disappear them. The cinematic trailer for this game, which I don't think I had ever actually seen before, all of the guards are wearing face masks,
Yeah.
like to protect themselves from the
Yeah.
plague. I can't say that when I played this game for the first time all those years ago that I thought that I would be experiencing this very situation. But
Yeah. Yeah.
all I have to say really is that thank God it isn't a rat plague.
Oh my God! Imagine.
Certainly not like this.
Yeah. And that we have medical science. Anyway,
Yes.
even the sewers are great to look at.
Yeah. They feel like just like so deep. Like it feels like they go on forever. Even though you see a small portion
Oh,
of
no.
them.
Rat
Yeah.
run.
I was like,
Rat
hey,
run.
this body's got to disappear. So I stood there and watched. And then it
Right.
didn't really happen. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump to the other side.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
don't
The
know why I'm watching
cinematic trailer features like
Oh.
a it's just a really close-up zoom of a rat crawling out of a wrapped corpse and then just like peeling some flesh off of its fingers.
Oh,
Delightful.
disgusting. Horrid.
Yeah.
Horrid. The worst hangnail you've ever had.
Oh god! Why would you say that?
We all just simultaneously cringed.
Oh.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's just really sad.
Yeah, there's a lot of like contextual things in the world as well that like point towards even smaller stories.
God, that bit where they're throwing the bodies into the boat in your first mission, and the guards are like, "Oh, I think that one was moving," and then they're like, "Oh well." It's like, what?
Yeah, it won't be for long. Yeah.
Yeah, horrifying.
Upsetting.
Horrid.
Yeah, the first time I played this game actually horrified me. I was like, this isn't meant to be a horror game, but it like pretty much is.
Yeah, it could be if it wanted to. Quite easily.
Rip.
Get off there.
This is my
Man.
wheel.
It's just everything feels so mechanical. Does that make sense? Like I don't mean it
Yeah.
even in a sense of like a game mechanic way. I mean like the like moving that wheel and like opening gates and stuff. Like everything feels like I guess crunchy, like real.
Yeah.
It's all very
Yeah.
industrial, like Victorian era
Mm.
industrial.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of what it's meant to be mirroring, isn't it?
That
Mhm.
sign I just noticed, I was like, oh hey, that's a cool like real thing that they do. They'll put like street names in sewers. Like ones that you can obviously go in.
Did
Yeah.
that say potted whale fat? That is so gross.
Mm.
Ugh.
Whale meat, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Would you try whale?
No, absolutely not. I don't like fish.
I mean, I feel like morally the answer is no because like
Yeah.
in real life they are hunted.
yeah,
no, absolutely.
illegally.
But
For
I
curiosity's
mean, like
sake.
if they were not endangered and it wasn't like morally reprehensible, I think I'd try everything once.
Yeah, that's true.
I
don't
don't
think
know
I
if I
would.
want to live in the world where like tinned whale meat is like a common.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's a staple.
Yeah.
that
nor,
feels
nor,
depressing.
Nor rat skewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
They did rats like a liquid in this game. Yeah,
That's a really
sentient,
good way of describing it. Yeah.
a sentient liquid,
Liquid,
that devours
yeah.
all.
Ocean of rats.
Yeah. I'm a bit upset I didn't look up at this point because there's like grates up there and people actually throwing bodies down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like guards.
Yeah.
Another excellent gate. This one, oh no, I thought that one
rats
would
are just
come
not
back
paying
down
attention.
again behind you.
No, they weren't. I don't know why. It's a bit buggy.
They're like, we're full.
This
Thanks
is my
for the
favourite
offer,
bit of
though.
the sewers. Love it. Gorgeous.
Yeah, look at that.
Looking up into
Wow.
the houses up there. Oh. Damn.
So many layers.
I,
Depth.
I
That's the word.
cannot wait. Like, I'm sure they will, or they might not, but like, I really would love them to map out the entirety of Dunwall.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just want to walk through it.
I love how like in Dishonored 2 we got to see another one of the islands in
Yeah.
the like civilization chain. I would love to see the other nations, and I would also love to see the terrifying main continent.
Yeah.
Like, part of me doesn't want to, because I think that part of what makes it scary is the mystery, right? And like it just having this impact on the world that you can't really see. If you trigger it, it'll fire at you, right? Like it
Run
doesn't
and
actually disarm
slide.
it just triggers it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's why I went. I'll go above. Yeah, the main continent. Yeah, I really want to see. Oh God, one of their poles.
So is
where it's
Dunwall
just,
an
like,
island then?
freezing.
Dunwall
it-
is the capital of an island I've forgotten the name of, and then
Ah.
there are several islands in a little like a chain of islands. I can't remember what the word is.
Okay.
And then like if you zoom out on the map really, really far, there is this huge continent that is like
That one I forgot.
like unexplored and terrifying. Like Granny Rags comes back from that continent as a young woman that she's gone exploring with her explorer husband, and she has like lost her mind and is completely crazy.
Jesus. Yeah.
So
Did not know
I think
that.
she kills him. Actually, I think the lore is
That
that
doesn't
she,
surprise me.
She's the only one who comes back. She kills him whilst they're there.
I would too if he stole my potted whale meat.